back to the basics, no chronorama, but a nigga made it. I ain't high, but I stay faded, dodging bullets like I'm on the Matrix. Baby, that case I ain't taking, take it. I don't do the racing, got a miss girl, so I ain't racist, and I ain't even seen her in ages. Ate the pussy like it was some bacon. I don't get tired, I stay patient.
Yo, this is your boy, vLegendaryLou, back again with another banger video, man. You already know how I'm rocking, man. You already know how I'm coming, man. So look, man, it's another series on the channel. We're just gonna start story times. I have a lot to get off my chest, just a lot we can relate, you know. So you just never know. Man, before we get into this story time, man, I want y'all to leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, watch the full video. I'm not gonna try to waste y'all time. I'm trying to get right into detail. Shouldn't be no longer than 10 to 12 minutes. So let's go and get right into it, man. The time I lost my V card, man. Let's get into it. Like the time I lost my V card. So let me give y'all a little background story. So when I was like 14 or 15, I think that was like the first time I started, like, you know what I'm saying, jerking a chicken. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it felt something crazy. I ain't gonna lie, it's like, but like, it's crazy because like now it's like, when I was like, what did they say, 13, 14, when I first did that, well, I could probably do a story time on the first time I jerked my chicken, but that ain't nothing too crazy. But like, that's tough. Like, you do it and then you get that fulfilling, and then like I just kept doing it just like any other like guy that's going through puberty. I mean, how could you blame me? I got on, you know what I'm saying, P-Hub and went crazy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. That's tough. But anyway, I went over there. Anyway, I went down to Georgia. So get to the V card part. I'm down there, man, and so I'm dating we're gonna say Kaylee. We're gonna give her a name, Kaylee. That's not her name, but we're gonna say Kaylee. So I go down there, and then I'm talking to this girl, Kaylee. I think was it my sophomore year? No, it wasn't sophomore year. It was either late sophomore year, early junior year when I lost it. Like, I recently just lost it. I'm man, just excited, man. And then it was like, it's kind of tough because I'm on a basketball team too, and like all them dudes, they older than me. Most of them older than me, or even in the same age, and they already, you know what I'm saying, popped the cherry. And I'm just like, and when that boy Lou gonna get some, you know what I'm saying? So end up talking to this girl, and I'm not gonna say too much because if I say, well, fluff it, she ran track or whatever. So with her running track or whatnot, you know what I'm saying, she stayed in sports, I stayed in sports. So we've been talking for like, I'd say like 2-3 months before anything even happened. But we talked for 2-3 months. I meet her parents, she meet my parents, whoop in the third. She ended up coming over to the house. So with her coming over to the house, you know, so this is the first time she ever came over to my house. That's the crazy, but they been over my house, cuz. But I don't know what they. But anyway, she over there, and my big cousin, which is my uncle daughter, she's over there, and you know what I'm saying, she actually letting us chill. So we was in the living room at one point. And that's the chill spot. My uncle don't. No parent should allow you to take them back there, but they wasn't there. So, I ended up getting. So my big cousin was like, all the kids was running around in the living room. He's like, man, you go back there in the room so y'all get some peace and quiet. So like, cool. So me and her go back in the room. I'm like, hold up, nah. I ain't never been back here in my room with another female before. I know my uncle and them gone, so that's the reason why. So I'm back there. I'm like, yo, what to do now? You know what I'm saying? Like I Like I'm like I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like I like you know what you expect me to do? I mean, but you know what I'm saying? I'm in there, we just chilling or whatever. We start hugging, and I don't want to say like she was for the streets, my guy. Like that's kind of tough. Like you want your first person to be somebody that you know what I'm saying that you got a connection with or something like that. So and whatever. And I was in church a lot, so want to say I wouldn't have got like I'm waiting for marriage type of dude, but it was like something like that. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So, um, but like I don't never back down from a challenge. Like don't ever challenge me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she challenged me. She challenged my gangster. She was saying stuff like we just laid back chilling, Netflix and chilling. Um, she gonna sit there and say I can't remember exactly what she said, but it was like somewhere around like basically like have you ever done it before? Whop in the third. Start touching me, putting her hand in my pants, like you know what I'm saying, little stuff like yeah, like hey, I want it, Lou, like hey, what's up? I'm sitting there like I don't know, you know what I'm saying, what hole that supposed to go in, you know what I'm saying? I'm still, and that's crazy because that's 2 years ago, like it's insane, bro. To be 17, well, I knew what hole it went in, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't know. I really was insecure. I didn't know if I was big enough, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there like, am I even big enough? Like, is she gonna feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's the type of question that's going in the back of my mind. I'm like, am I packing enough? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be your first time. Be like, you in there yet, Lou? Like, I'm gonna be like, that's tough. You know what I'm saying? So she doing her thing. Like I said, she had her hands in my pants or whatever. Fast forward, we start dry humping. Man, dude, oh my god. Like I did it before when I was younger, but like I dang near jizz my pants. Like I cannot lie. Like I don't know. Like I don't know. Like it was so like to think about it, so nasty to like dry hump, but like we was dry humping like that stuff straight pans to pans. Like she wanted me inside her, but I was like nah, I'm straight. Like I told y'all, like I was on that like waiting to marriage type of thing, like you know what I'm saying, but like you know what I'm saying. Like so I was just like what is going on, so like but we dry humping and whatever, and like I think I not fit here and lie, I nutted in my pants from dry humping. I don't know, like that's kind of tough, I know. So after that, I go into the bathroom, I clean up or whatever, and then I come back and she's still like teasing me, like, "Yo, like, we're gonna do the real thing," like you know what I'm saying, just challenging me. She like, "You scared? You a punk?" And I told y'all, like, you can't challenge me, bro. Like that, I'm one of them dudes. Like, I'm very competitive, and like if you challenge me, I'm going, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be like, oh no, I ain't no pussy, you know what I'm saying. So that's what ended up happening. So we outside. We in the outdoor shed where you fridge and all the other stuff that can't fit in the house go. So we there. Um, she tempted me or whatever. I'm like, she like you ain't on nothing. You ain't gonna want to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You scared. You scared. I'm like, what you mean I'm scared? She told me something. All right, let's go in the shed. I'm like, so you know me. I'm like, hold up now. She tempted me, so it is what it is. I gotta go in the shed now. It is. Let's go. She told me to pull your pants down. So I'm a little scared, so she pulled them down for me. So I'm like, it's really about to go like this, like in the outdoor shed. Like everybody think they V chord is gonna be like either with their wife or like in a bed. You know what I'm saying? In the bed where you can, you know what I'm saying, go look crazy. But I'm literally in the shed. While y'all people watching my video right here, y'all probably had sex in the bed. So congrats to you. I was standing up in the shed. So you know it's a big difference. So the only thing you can do in the shed is back shots. You know what I'm saying? It's the only way. She had to bend over. So anyway, she pulled my pants down or whatever. So we just chilling. with my pants down. I'm still nervous, so I'm like, hey, where I put it at? So she bent over the freezer. She was like bent over on the, you know what I'm saying, she was tooting that butt up, you know what I'm saying? She tooted her butt up on the thing. And I was back there and I ain't know where to put it. I swear it's two holes back there. I didn't know which hole to put it in, so she had to guide me. Like I said, she took the lead the whole way. Like she literally snatched my virgin. Like she snatched it. It is what it is. So she grabbed my shit. She reached under her hand like this, reached back, grabbed it. I was already hard, so she had really nothing else to do. And put it in there, and then hey, I went crazy. I'm talking about broke her back. Like, I cannot cap. For the first time, I broke her back. I ain't trying to stretch it or nothing. I seriously broke her back. Like, I can tell you, like, I was, because all I knew was, like, all I seen was on the video, that was, like, pounding, thrusting, like, yeah, just fast. So that's all I had, you know. So I was in shape. Me and her both in shape. She ran track, I did basketball. So I didn't get tired. So I'm in there just doom, 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 doom. Like just, like I'm talking about so fast and so hard that I'm moving the freezer. You know how heavy a freezer is, especially with stuff in there. Like I'm rocking back the freezer, just going back and forth. Like, you know what I'm saying? And she tell me to slow down because like I'm hurting her, because you know she bent over the freezer. So if I'm hitting it from the back, her stomach from me, my power going in and out, she hitting the freezer, just spanking the freezer. You know what I'm saying? So I had to chill out. But I went crazy, man, and that's like the end of the video. I don't have nothing else to say. Yeah, that's it, man. So this is how I lost my V cord and everything that came with it.